The Wheel of Time has many magic systems, and at first it can be tricky to wrap your head around all of them. The main type of magic in the series is called the One Power, and the act of using the One Power is called channeling, with magic users being referred to as channelers. The One Power can be divided into two different yet similar halves: the female half, Saida, and the male half, Saidin. And both halves of the One Power are normally only accessible to channelers of the corresponding gender. Men channel Saidin and women channel Saida. The source of the One Power is called the True Source, and channelers of both genders are born with the innate ability to sense the True Source, and they inevitably begin to subconsciously channel the One Power as they come of age. The ability to consciously and reliably channel, however, requires training and practice. The One Power is a seductive force. Grasping the True Source fills the channeler with a sense of ecstasy. It enhances their senses and it extends their lifespan. But there's a danger to that. If one grasps too much of the True Source, they risk overloading themselves with magical power and releasing a catastrophic amount of magical energy all at once, destroying everything and everyone around them. And even worse, there is a danger the channeler might burn out. That is, they burn out the ability to sense the True Source and channel the One Power. This leaves the channeler in a state where they lose the will to live and slowly waste away. And channelers who burn themselves out sometimes choose to take their own lives because they prefer death over life without the ability to channel. Now, not all channelers are born equal. Some channelers are born with a greater affinity for channeling the One Power, and men in general are believed to have a greater amount of strength in the One Power, whereas women are believed to have a greater amount of skill in their use of the One Power. The Dragon Reborn in particular is believed to be the greatest channeler of all time. So what does channeling look like in practice? Channelers can draw upon 5 aspects of the One Power: fire, earth, air, water, and spirit. Channelers can then use combinations of these 5 aspects to create weaves of the One Power. Men in general are believed to be stronger in fire and earth, women in air and water, with both genders having an equal affinity for spirit. Since channelers of the same gender draw upon the same half of the True Source, channelers can sense the True Source in other channelers of the same gender. Women can sense the ability to channel and see the weaves created by Saida in other women. However, they cannot see the weaves created by Saidin, and they cannot sense the True Source in men. Men, on the other hand, experience a strange sensation when women are channeling around them, even though they can't see Saida or sense the ability to channel in women. Now, on top of channeling by individuals, channelers can also link with each other to amplify their strength in the One Power. These groups of channelers are collectively referred to as a circle. In a circle, only one channeler, the leader, actually weaves the One Power. The other channelers merely contribute their strength. In linking as with other aspects of the One Power, there's a gender difference. Men cannot link with other men, but women can freely link with other women. An all-female circle can go up to 13 members before a man is required to expand the circle. With 3 exceptions, in a circle, there must always be a greater number of female channelers than males. These exceptions are a circle of 1 male and 2 female, 2 male and 1 female, and 2 male and 3 female. Though a circle requires a greater number of female channelers, the circle is stronger for having as close as possible an equal balance of male and female channelers. Apart from circles, there are other means by which channelers can enhance their powers. This is through the use of artifacts called Durangrail. Durangrail are mysterious objects of power left over from the Age of Legends. Durangrail are very poorly understood at the start of the series, and the art of making them was lost long ago Durangrails act as amplifiers of the one power, enhancing the amount of one power a channeler has access to. Beyond the basic Durangrail, there are two other types of artifacts called Durangrail and Durangrail. Durangrail are artifacts that perform specific functions, and sometimes they do not even require active channeling to produce an effect. The knowledge of the function of most Durangrail have been lost to time, and it can be very dangerous to unknowingly activate a Durangrail. Durangrail are used to amplify the amount of one power a channeler can access, but on a far greater scale than a regular Durangrail. Think of the difference between a nuclear power plant and a car battery. Since drawing upon so much of the one power can be dangerous, most Durangrail and Durangrail have a buffer, preventing the channeler from accessing too much. Now you may have noticed the many gender differences between Saidar and Saidin. The major difference between Saidar and Saidin at the series start is that Saidin, the male half, is tainted by the Dark One and completely unsafe to channel. The Dark One's curse means that all men who are born with the ability to channel are doomed to eventually go mad. The taint immediately affects any man who begins channeling, sapping their sanity and posing a great risk to everyone around the unlucky man, as an insane channeler is likely to lash out at the one power, maiming or killing anyone unfortunate enough to be caught. This is why the Dragon Reborn is considered by many to be the prophesied destroyer of the entire world. Any man who can channel is considered to be a huge threat, and this threat is taken so seriously that there is an entire order of female channelers devoted towards finding men who can channel and removing that ability. Now this very conveniently brings us to the topic of denying the ability to channel. Burning out is not the only way by which a channeler can be denied access to the true source. A channeler can also be denied the ability to channel by another channeler by two methods, one more permanent than the other. The first, more temporary method is called shielding, by which a channeler uses the weave of spirit to place a shield upon the other channeler and remove their ability to channel. The shielded channeler can still feel the true source, it just can't wield the one power. The more permanent method of denying the ability to channel is called severing. When it's done to men, it's called gentling, and when it's done to women, it's called stilling. The target of severing is completely unable to channel, though they can still sense the true source. With that, we come to the end of the video, as that's all you basically need to know about magic in the Wheel of Time series as getting started. There are more magic systems in the Wheel of Time series, and I plan on covering them in later videos, so stay tuned. Thank you for watching. Please like, comment and subscribe. Peace.